Our behavior video, the talker. The student is a compulsive talker who loves to talk to teacher, students, and self. The student often makes irrelevant comments and does not realize he or she is talking. Possible reasons and causes. The student craves attention or relationships with students or teacher. The student doesn't know appropriate ways to express themselves, or it's a compulsive behavior. The student is bored or confused, lacking motivation, or has a short attention span. The student wants to see if they can take control. How it looks.
Good morning, class. I'm so happy that you followed procedure perfectly. I'm very proud of you. Now we are going to transition into our reading time. And there are some things I would like for you to do. And we talked about this yesterday. So what is number one?
Marisol, guess what I did this weekend? Marisol, this weekend I went to Family Fun Center and I got to play on the toys.
You guys did a great job reading this book. Does anyone
Miss Stepanova, guess what? I have to tell you something.
Please take out your writing notebooks. Now we're going to start writing a little bit about what we just did in science. So I'd like you to remember some of those and maybe write some of those down. And then we will discuss those as a class. So what kind of things did you observe that Air do as we let the parachutes go?
I'm so bored. I don't understand this. I just want to go to recess. I don't understand it.
Two effective measures in relating to a talking student are 1. To address to the class the importance of teacher talk time and student talk time, and 2. Involving the talking student in discussion by calling on them more often. Let's see how this looks.
All right, class, I've noticed some things, and we talked about this before, that sometimes there is teacher talk time, and other times there's student talk time, and I love hearing what you want to share with me because it shows me how much you're learning. But remember, for me to know that you want to share, I'd like for you to raise your hand quietly. Now, would any of you like to share something that we just learned about during reading time? Yes, Lauren. Thank you for raising your hand.
We just learned about
Two effective reactive approaches to a talking student are 1. Call the student out when he or she is talking out of turn, and 2. Talk to the student privately about issues involving talking out. Let's go back to the talking student.
So remember yesterday we started reading this book? Yeah, what were some of the things you remember that happened in the book yesterday?
Hey Marisol, I forgot to tell you about something.
Lauren, I noticed that you're having a wonderful chat with your neighbor Marisol. Is it something you would like to share with the whole class? No. Does it relate to the book? No. Okay, let's wait. Okay. Lauren, I noticed that you were talking out during reading time. Do you think that is okay to do, that that's appropriate behavior?
no.
No, that's right. That's not what we are supposed to do. We're supposed to raise our hand quietly and politely, and then I can call on you and you can share. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, I could do that next time.
Great. Thank you, Lauren.
When dealing with the talker in your classroom, it is important to first plan to be proactive. If the case arises, however, where you didn't foresee the problem happening, you can take the reactive steps discussed. Remember to keep the instruction flowing, not letting your reaction or reprimanding the talker interrupt the class. Always make sure to be positive and encourage the student to behave in the correct way. Praising the student when they do something the correct way will give the students the confidence to continue behaving appropriately.